Okay. Anyway, community holes. Community holes. Are you ready? We're community holes today. Number 1. All right. I'm so excited to do predictions on community holes. You have no idea. New Dickie. Here we go. Am I the asshole for not telling my parents I can't have kids until my brother announces he and his wife are expecting? I don't want to judge my chat pals. It's all anonymous. It's all anonymous. I don't know who submitted this. The mods don't know who submitted this. These are all anonymous submissions, so it's not like you will be grilling someone specifically unless they out themselves in the chat. When you edit this, can we get a little graphic to try and follow the question here? Am I the asshole for not telling my parents that I can't have kids until my brother announces he and his wife are expecting? Okay, I think we got there. Buckle the fuck up, kids, because this hole is long. I have been getting the question of grandkids since my early 20s. There was always a joke that my younger brother was more likely to have it happen by accident. As I got older, I didn't have a parent-worthy partner or a stable financial situation to allow for children anyway. My mom would make jokes that she was never getting grandkids. A few years ago, my dad made a joke that whoever gave him grandkids first would get his entire Disney snow globe collection when he passed. What? Well, howdy, I tell you what, whoever give me grandchildren first get my special soap flake globies. Who wants my snow globes? Better get to f***ing. What? This is a few $1,000 collection since they're not really made anymore. Given that Disney was always a bridge between our shaky relationship, I had assumed they'd go to me and thought this was a bad way to decide anything anyway. I don't know how much of it is a joke and how much of it is serious. My brother recently got married and his wife has been talking about how she would be giving them a grandchild even before they're getting married. Last year, I was diagnosed with a kidney disease. For now, I still have most of my function, but it's a progressive disease and treatment is all but slowing progression. I asked my doctor and he confirmed that if I were to have children, I would have to stop my medication immediately and it would be a high-risk, complicated pregnancy. It would also speed up the progression of my disease. This is our first hole. This is our first community hole. There's so many layers here. My parents are aware of the diagnosis but haven't made the connection yet. I've been putting it off for fear of them, especially my mom, trying to talk me into it anyway. Eventually, though, my brother and his wife will tell everyone they're expecting and my dad will make his comment about his collection or someone will tell me it's my turn now. That's what I'm going to tell them. Maybe with an Ace Attorney style objection.
Objection!
Like, and this isn't even a Reddit post. This is someone's real life in our community. Thank you to whoever shared this. Holy shit. That's what I'm going to tell them, that I can't have kids without increasing my risk for kidney failure, and they'll have to settle for furry grandchildren on 4 paws. I know it sounds petty, and I don't mean to take hype away from my brother and his wife, but they might be a little more reasonable if they know they already have a grandkid on the way. Am I the asshole for waiting for my brother and his wife to announce that they're expecting before telling my parents I can't have kids? No, it's not their fucking business. It's fucking weird as fuck that they keep grilling you about it, and it's fucking weird as fuck that they're offering a basically heirloom collection to the person who has kids first, like it's some sort of fucked up sex race. No, you're not the asshole. It is 100%, 10,000% up to you to divulge any information about your reproductive health or health period at all to anyone, even your family. No, you're not an asshole for your parents pressuring you into some weird sex race. If you type in Disney Snow Globe, do you get an am I the asshole from the parents? Because you should. I will. I'll look that up. Disney is a religion? Well, all right, let's see if I can type in Disney Snow Globe to Reddit. There's one post. There's one post from 4 years ago. Am I the asshole for being visibly shocked / dumbfounded that my girlfriend, 21 American, could not point out Florida on a map? Why did this come up with Disney's snow globe? It's not in the post. We're not going to do a dickie on this one. This is just a special bonus hole. While sitting next to my girlfriend on a plane, I was bored as fuck and looking at maps that are found in the back of the airplane magazines. A conversation led to her revealing that she did not know where Florida was on the map. Keep in mind, she had graduated a private high school and is currently going into her senior year of college. Conversation progressed further into me finding out she could not point out Australia either. I was visibly astonished in this revelation and essentially said, "Are you kidding?" She immediately got defensive, calling me an asshole for making her feel stupid. I do feel bad for making her feel stupid, although I feel as if my reaction to her not being educated on such elementary shit was warranted and may even be a wake-up call for her to learn some basic geography. Am I the asshole? Why did that? What? There's got to be some sort of weird Disney thing in one of these comments. Where's Disney? Where's Disney's snow globe? The only marker I'm getting for Disney is my own search. Oh, there's 2,300 replies. I can load 150 replies at a time. Okay, give me just a second. We're gonna get there. We're gonna find it. I gotta know. Oh. No. There was someone with the username Snowman. It's having trouble loading all of these replies now. I'm sorry that my brain has latched on to this. Still no snow globe.
1 hour later.
We are balls deep in a Reddit post looking for the word snow globe. There's not a single one. There's only Disney. We got Disney, but no snow globe. I'm disappointed. Next community hole post. Am I the asshole for not responding to a friend's ride request? This one's very straightforward. Are you ready to dive into a new hole? New community, am I the asshole? You ready? I've gone to school with my friend for the past 5 years, and I've given him many rides during that time. They had to have known, right? Anyway, I've never expected anything in return from him, nor has he ever given me anything besides some kind words. We have a pretty large friend group, most of which have several personal vehicles. However, it usually ends up being me giving my friend a ride, and he is almost never ready when I arrive. Sometimes I end up waiting an incredibly long time for him to be ready. I hate the idea of my friend not having a ride to an event, but I also shouldn't be the only person ever giving him a ride, especially when he hasn't chipped in for gas. At this point, my generosity is wearing thin. He recently sent out a request for a ride to our group of friends, and I made the decision not to reply, even though I could give him a ride. Am I the asshole? Are you the asshole for being taken advantage of? No, friendo. Absolutely not. Not the asshole. Actually, hang on. I got something for you. Let me Google that for you. Send him this. Uber. Send him this link. You ready? That's what you should do. Ooh. These ones are always spicy. Okay, new Dickie. This one's short and sweet. Dickie is live. Am I the asshole for wanting to move out? That's the whole title. Right, you can't get these holes anywhere else. These holes are exclusive to the Beeps community. Bespoke holes. All right, here we go. Am I the asshole for wanting to move out? I, 24F, found out around 3 weeks ago that my sister, 20F, is 8 months pregnant. We both live in our parents' home. You just found out? 8 months pregante. 8 months pregnant? 8 months pregnant? Upon finding out that my sister was Pregnat, I decided I need to move out. I don't want to live with an infant, and frankly, there isn't room in the house for all three of us adult children, both of my parents, and an infant. I have also always had a tense relationship with my sister. She has struggled for about a decade with mental health issues, which I was sympathetic towards, but she is often cruel to me and others, self-sabotages, and has narcissistic tendencies. She has my parents wrapped around her finger to the point that she never faces consequences for the things she does, and she doesn't have to do so much as tie her own shoes. I am dead serious. My parents tie her shoes for her. 20 years old, Sandy. Let me just go back and read the first sentence here. I, 24F, found out 3 weeks ago that my sister, 20F, is 8 months pregnant. She's 8 months pregnant. She may not be able to bend over. This doesn't sound like a while she's been pregnant thing. This sounds like a her whole life thing. Because my parents use all of their emotional energy to look after her, my brother, 18, and I are often thrown to the wayside and only offered financial support. As a result of her antics and my parents constantly caving to her every whim, I have recently been diagnosed with CPTSD. The surprise pregnancy has been the final straw for me to decide I can't live in this house anymore. I'm expected to be excited about the baby, but at the same time, the baby shower was specifically planned for a day that I can't be there. Only reason I know about the baby shower at all is because my best friend was invited and told me about it. Your best friend was invited, but you weren't? About a week ago, I told my mom, 60F, about my plans to move out. I framed it by saying that there would be more space in the house and they could make my room into a nursery for my niece, trying to focus on the positives. My mom kept pushing about whether I was actually ready to move out and why I wouldn't wait until the organization I currently work for brings me on full time. Because she kept pushing, I told her that the reason I was now in a rush to move out is because I don't want to live with an infant. There isn't enough room in the house anyway. My mom looked hurt and got short with me immediately. She asked that I not tell my sister why I'm moving out because she would feel guilty. Am I the asshole for wanting to move out? Absolutely not. Literally, hang on, literally no other reason. Your sister being pregnant, the space, how you are, I guess how you are treated is the reason here. But like no other factor than you cannot heal in a place that keeps re-traumatizing you. If you have been diagnosed with CPTSD and you can pinpoint that the reason you have this is because of your living situation and the people that you are living with, you cannot even start to heal from that. And just every other reason after that, piled on there, reinforces that you should not feel guilty at all, ever, for wanting to move out. They want you to help with the baby, so moving out is the best for you. Right. It sounds like they want you to help with the baby. No, not the asshole even a little bit. Get out of there. Take your little brother with you. Get out of there, start your healing process, and get into a better situation. Let me restate that. If you have the means to do so, you should move out. I'm gonna need y'all's opinion on this because I'm having a hard time parsing it. All right, new Dickie. Dickie is live. Am I the asshole? Ex-girlfriend said I have toxic masculinity. We'll see. We'll see. In this Christian Minecraft server, we'll see. Okay. Am I the asshole? Ex-girlfriend said I have toxic masculinity. So at the time her and I were together, I'm demi-bi, non-binary. We had a non-binary friend we like to go to a bar with. That friend messaged me and said that she was worried/scared about a guy that's there. The way I am, I started running scenarios through my head and was vocalizing them out loud while we walked to the bar. I was saying things along the lines of, is he there with people scouting or just a loner that could be creeping or whatever? So my mind started running. She then told me to shut the fuck up and that I can't understand sexual assault or the R word because I'm a guy. Yeah, what does that mean? What? I mean, from what it sounds like, OP is like, okay, let's maybe get some context about what's going on in the area right now. Let's maybe try to like use context clues, get the ADHD room scan vibe check. You know what I mean? Like, let's analyze what's going on around the area to maybe ease some anxieties. She just invalidated all masked people who have been assaulted. Fuck her. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Not the asshole. The X has toxic femininity. Is it toxic femininity? Oh, like a turf. Yeah. Because guys can never be victims. Also, this person is non-binary. I also, like, I need more context. I need more context as to the rest of this conversation. When you were vocalizing all these different scenarios you were running in your head, was it a, well, maybe it's just this and you're overreacting? Or was it maybe it could be this, maybe it could be this, maybe it could be this. Maybe let's not jump to conclusions. But also, post as written, your ex was being an asshole, but I need more context. But invalidating experiences based on perceived gender is shitty either way. 100%. Yes, that part. And that's why I'm saying, based on what we have available here, and unfortunately, we can't dive into comments. We can't look at edits. We can't look at other posts from OP. This is all we got. Yeah, why was it being discussed instead of rushing to help friend? Like, and also the misgendering, such a strange interaction. Yeah, a lot of this is really weird. That's why I'm like, I need to know how this conversation went. I need to know more context about this conversation before I can get into it. Because on the one hand, it sounds like the girlfriend was being an asshole and dismissive of not only OP's gender identity, but also male victims. But on the other hand, your friend said, hey, this guy's giving me weird vibes, and you're giving reasons why they shouldn't be weirded out, you know? Even if that's the case, the girlfriend could have just said, hey, this is making me uncomfy. Right. That's also true. Again, I need more context. I don't think we can reliably say asshole or not the asshole without additional context here. Because right now, I'm of the mind everyone sucks a little bit here. Our first info post. Yep. First info post. Let's go. It doesn't feel good, but it's our first info post. Yeah. Next hole. Let's see what's next. Am I the asshole for dropping a doll cradle on my little brother's head? Huh? What? No, fuck them kids. Jesus Christ. This is a pretty split dickie. This dickie is pretty split. 44% asshole, 56% not the asshole. Okay, here we go. This happened a long time ago, but my brother still insists I was trying to kill him and by default the asshole. When my brother and I were younger, we had a really good relationship. We had a bunk bed and would use it to make big tents/blanket forts with it by hanging blankets and sheets down from the top. The blanket/sheets would need something heavy to hold them down, and one of the things we used was a wooden doll cradle my grandfather made. It was decently heavy for a 6-ish-year-old. One night I was taking down one of these tents/forts and was just tossing some of the lighter things over the rail. When I got to the doll cradle, I stopped and leaned over the railing to call out to my brother, asking if he was below me. There was no response, so I thought it was clear. I was not. I don't know if he didn't hear me or if he was asleep, but when I dropped the cradle, it was directly on top of his head. It was drop and scream. My brother needed 4 or 5 stitches, and to this day tells the story as me trying to murder him. Am I the asshole? Right, not the asshole. Kids being kids, total accidents. It happens. Like when I was a kid, we used to take my parents' mug collection and throw them off of our porch onto the ground and watch them shatter. And one time I hit my brother in the head with one. He didn't like it. Yeah, just cause, little star, we were bored And we were bored and we were little boys and we liked watching things break. Oh yeah, Twitter, I was a menace when I was a child. I was an absolute menace. My aunt used to call me Damien because I was such a menace. And like, look at me now. Look at you now, still a menace. Am I? Am I still a menace? Anyway, not the asshole. It was an accident. You know it was an accident. He probably knows it was an accident, but he likes fluffing the story up, you know? There you go. That's all you get.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
That hit the spot.